Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike at TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Intech Soul Horizon. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, and get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration when parking. On your campsite, need plenty of room for your awning to come out. And on your off campsite, I want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. Your power is going to be just behind your tire here, just above it. On your off camp side or your driver's side of your tow vehicle, and your water connection for campsites will be right next to that. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive and unhook your hitch, first thing you can do is level your unit. It does come with a power tongue jack. Night docking light should you arrive at night. Retract to bring down, extend to raise. Once you got your unit level, next thing we do is stabilize it. Now if you do lose power, underneath this rubber stopper here is a manual override that you can use your stabilizing jack crank on. So you can get that up and down if you don't have power. On your unit, you've got these stabilizing jacks. I'm going to recommend stabilizing jack pads. They're going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris and hot blacktop. 3/4 inch crank here. Run these down on top of those just until you are taut. Once you have any type of resistance on your hand crank, go ahead and stop. Because remember, we already have our unit level. All we want to do at this point is stabilize it. Run the front two down, come to the rear, they will hook up right here, and run the back two down. Got your unit level and stable. Now we can hook up your power and water. Your long power cord, 30 amp cord, plugs in on the side here. Once it's in to the left, turn it to the right, and that locks it in, and then use your little black washer to lock that on there. Now at the end of that 30 amp, should you ever need to plug into a 110, is a 30 to 15 amp reducer, so you can plug into a 110 at home. Got your power hooked up, let's hook up our water. In this little area here is your water hose. The hose can slide in there. Campsites, you're going to hook up to the city water side. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in the unit. Always use this when putting fluid in here. Hook that up, hook your hose up, but don't turn it on yet. Right here is your hot water heater. All we're going to do at this point, folks, this will lift right off here, is make sure our drain plug's back in. Throw some plumber's tape on there, not putty. Putty will gum up on you. Get that on there, get that in there nice and snug, then you can go ahead and turn that hose on. And after the hose has been on for a few minutes, go inside, open up your water taps, get a nice steady flow of water going through those. Once you do, shut them off, and then you can turn on this hot water heater from indoors. I'll show you when we go inside. Now if your hot water heater doesn't seem to be working, come out and look to see if these are bubbled up. It says press to reset. And then here's your pressure release valve. So let's say we're going camping now and we're not gonna hook up at a campsite. We're gonna go dry camping or boondocking as they call it. In that case, we will fill up our potable water side. No need for a water pressure regulator here. You can simply use a hose. Two ways to tell when it's full. One, there's an overflow valve right here. Or two, on the inside where you check the levels of your battery, black and gray tanks, there's also a freshwater button. Don't leave this one filling it up. Once it is full, go ahead and Put this cap back on, and then whenever you want to utilize that potable water, you'll turn on your water pump indoors. Don't turn on your water pump when you use city water. That's already got pressure. All right, we got power and water. Let me go ahead and walk you around the rest of the outside of the unit. You got a big storage area back here. This is a crank for your awning, and this is a cover for your front windshield that you can use. Again, your hot water heater, water connections, cable, solar. You can plug in a solar panel right there, and that'll trickle charge your batteries. Again, your power. Down here is where you'll dump your tanks, and there's a convenient sewage hose holder. That's a flue for your furnace. Two things: make sure it's never blocked, and if you're running your furnace, don't touch that. It does get rather hot. These are access to the back of your fridge, a vent for your battery area underneath the seat in there. I'll show you that. Inside here, remove your cotter pins, and your propane is in there. Again, your power tongue jack. Coming over to the campsite, you got your Thule awning will run out, porch light, a couple of 110s. You got a spray port over on this side. Pull this hose out, you can spray the whole unit off before you head home. And then you have an outdoor kitchen. Press down that, pull this straight out. This is a fridge slash freezer, depending on what temperature you set it at. Over here, you'll pull out your quick connect LP and connect right there for this griddle. Pushing this back in, make sure you press down on that red button. That'll lock it in there. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go inside. First thing I like to point out inside every unit is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway. Also, as you come in is your 110 with GFCI reset. You got a porch light, front accent lights, your dinette, cabinet, and main lights, bedroom lights. As you come in, there's a kitchen accent light, and here's your awning. We'll run that out for you real quick. Awning will run out here. You want to run that back in. Put it all back in and tucked away. Close your exterior door. In your kitchen here, when your gas is turned on, you simply turn this to light. Hit your spark right there. If this doesn't want to fold forward, you kind of lift it, and then it'll fold for you. Your TV remote is in here. Turn that on for you. Got a clock, a couple speakers. Your vent, I'll show you how to open that in a minute. There's your TV. Have to go through and set up an antenna there. So I just turn this on. That is going to crank that open and turn on your fan. You can change it up or down, fan on or off, with a rain sensor as well. But if you simply just hit the off, now it's going to shut the fan and shut the fan off. Remote for your sound system, we'll get to that in a moment. Individual lighting here. Another spot you can shut off your bedroom lights. Your smoke alarm. Underneath your bed, I want to show you toward the front is access to your water pump and your bypass lines. And under this one is access to your water pump. The other side, your tank. Down below your bed here is your 12-volt carbon monoxide propane detector. Because I say that's 12 volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you are going to be gone for the day and you're out boondocking with nothing plugged in charging your battery, disconnect one of your battery posts to keep this running your battery down while you're gone. Wet bath in here. Hand crank open Exhaust vent up here. Self-explanatory microwave. Here's your sound system. Turn that on. Scan to get a channel here.
Because we have modern characters.
So we have
now.
dual zone. A is indoors. Shut that off. That's your bedroom.
She helps push him.
AM, FM, Bluetooth, alarm, a lot of systems on this Jensen system.
Really is. And Alan
DVD, CD player.
Does a job with his character and really gives him depth and heart in a way.
Your fridge. Turn it on here. Electric. Gas. Beeping because there's no gas turned on. Or 12 volt. Shut that back off. Down below your fridge, just a drawer. Up here is your control panel. Shows you your brand new battery, your fresh tank, and your black tank levels. Here's where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. Here's where you turn on your water tank heaters. They're a little pad on your tank that'll heat them up and keep them from freezing. Here's where you turn on your water heater if hooked to gas and your water heater if hooked to electric. Around the corner here, 12 volt for a TV or 110. Breaker box and fuses. Looks like you got a handful of 15s in there, a 20 and a 40. Over to your right, battery disconnect. So you won't have to disconnect one of your batteries. If you are out boondocking and you're going to be gone for the day, just use this battery disconnect to shut off all the battery power to the unit, and that'll save you from running your battery down while you're gone. Lastly, your table here will spin and come off there. But I want to show you quickly to the left in your dinette. Underneath here is where they store your battery. Back up in there. So that's access to your battery area. Cushions back, got lots of storage up here. These lights, if you touch them once, they're blue. Hold them in, gives you a reading light. Your front speakers. These cushions all back. And I believe that about covers everything on the inside. Here's your AC unit. Let me find your thermostat. So over here underneath your TV, it's gonna be your thermostat. Let's turn that on. Turn the AC on. Bring this down. It's pretty cold out here. It might not come on. Yeah, I believe it's too cold here in the unit. So we'll go ahead and turn your furnace on. And there goes your furnace running. Now you notice when I shut your furnace off that it takes a couple minutes for the furnace to cycle through before the fan shuts off. Alright, that about covers everything in here. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite. First thing I like to say is doors and drawers. Make sure all doors and drawers are closed and secure. Come through, shut off all of your lights. Look to see if you have any individual lights left on anywhere. We don't, so we can exit the unit. Easy steps to fold up. Lift them and set them in there. Lock and deadbolt your door for travel. At this point, we'll unhook our cable, our water, and our power. Bring up all of our stabilizing jacks and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be just ahead of the tires on the driver's side of your tow vehicle. 10-foot hose there. Hook that up, put the other end in the sewage dump, and pull your black handle. Now if this sounds like that's no longer draining, step inside, press your black tank, make sure that it's empty. Once that's empty, go ahead and close that handle, take the sewage hose, and sanitarily and conveniently store it right in there. Again, we thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Soul for many years to come. Happy camping.